I've been playing a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront 2 with one of my good fellas here recently, and if you know me, I'm always looking for opportunity to speak on the direction that our society is heading towards and trends in history and what this could mean for the future. And as you would know it, as I was playing the game, I found something to talk about, and that is the fact that the next generation is deeply troubled. Now, what do I mean? Well, we were playing this game with my good buddy, right? And mind you, I'm not the worst, I'm not the best, but I'm pretty decent, so I can hand out some good old clobber blastings every now and then. But pretty much what happened was any time that you beat the opponent in the first round, they would just completely leave the match. And this happens one or two. No, it happened repeatedly and repeatedly again, to the point to where the game was almost unplayable, because after one match of you clobber blasting the opponent, they would just leave and you couldn't even finish a match. You'd only be able to finish one round. So what this really says, does this really say anything? I mean, you can't tell who's behind the screen, but with the recent influx of new players and, we would assume some younger players, which would lead to obviously the explained short tantrums and short temperance, I would say that most of these people were of the younger generation, and this really just proves a troubled next generation. Because if you're just quitting on a game, you just kind of sit down, kick back, and just kind of enjoy yourself, you can't even do that without getting troubled. What does that say about real life? A lot of people don't understand that to get better, you have to get clobber blasted sometimes. You have to get the butt whipping sometimes. You have to get beat up to get better. No matter what endeavor you're choosing to partake in, you have to lose in order to win. This is very well documented, very well known. But if the next generation does not learn this very soon, that oftentimes you have to fail before you succeed, the next generation will be deeply, deeply troubled, and our future as we know it will be deeply, deeply troubled, because they won't have a temperance for anything. And if they lose, they'll just get mad and start crying and start launching nuclear missiles. Most likely would be the most obvious comparison or correlation that you could have with that. So is it really that big of a deal? No, not really. But at the end of the day, it does matter. Stay safe and stay hydrated.